How to start wholesaling real estate. What's up, folks? It's Nathan Payne here today, and we're going to be going over how to crack the code on how to get started in wholesaling real estate. If you've been looking for a way to get into real estate market with little capital, this is your chance. Let's get into how you can kickstart your wholesaling journey. By the end of this video, I can promise you, you'll not only know the steps to start wholesaling, but also how to execute them effectively. We're talking real actionable strategies that will set you apart in the real estate world. Let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered how some real estate investors seem to have an inside track on the best deals, or how they make profits quickly without even buying a property? Have you ever heard of that? How can you make money if you don't own anything? Today, we're going to be going over all those secrets and how you can start applying them immediately. First things first, understanding the market. You got to understand the real estate market. Every market is different. Market in Atlanta is completely different than the market in Salt Lake City where I live. You need to know where the deals are and how to evaluate them. You can't get a wholesale deal if you don't know what a deal is. You'll just end up wasting a lot of your time. So that means you got to know how to comp deals and do market research. Learn how to analyze a market to find where the best opportunities are. I can already tell you right now, without you having to waste a ton of time, that the best markets where you can wholesale and fix and flip are where there's major metros and major cities and tons of people and big populations. And that's because people are moving in and out. Flippers feel comfortable buying a home and that someone will buy it. Now, if you're in a little podunk town where there's 1,000 people, a flipper's not really going to be interested in taking that risk because there's not that many people moving in the area. He might not make his money back very quickly. But if you work in an area where there's a high population, high density, good schools, then if you find a property there, the property will move quick, especially if you wholesale it and you have it at the right price. So the next thing is you got to build a network. And I know when you're first starting out, you're like, man, I ain't got a network, Nate. How do I even get started? Look, you got to discover how to connect with real estate agents, with other wholesalers, and potential cash buyers. Your network is your net worth. Let me say that again. Your network is your net worth. I've been able to sell so many deals to my cash buyers, all from just knowing who's buying what. I'm telling you, you need to be able to network. And it's not something that you do in the beginning and you stop, or you just do for a certain amount of time. You got to always be networking, okay? So once you establish where you're going to start working and you establish your network and you're always looking for buyers and agents and wholesalers, you got to find some properties. I'll cover methods like driving for dollars, mailer campaigns, and using the internet to find deals that are below market value. I'm telling you right now that there's tons of platforms online right now where you can look and find deals that are discounted and bring them to your buyers. That's what I do a lot of the time. It's called the painless flipping method, where we actually find deals that are already discounted and bring them to buyers that we know are buying in the area. Real quick, I wanted to ask you if you're finding this stuff useful. Because if you are, I have something that's going to blow your mind. I have something called the Painless Flipping Academy. It's the first link in the description below. It's an academy where I give away $20,000 free of gifts that are going to help you in your wholesaling journey. Whether you're brand new or you've scaled and you're growing, it's still going to help you out because it's got a bunch of tools to help you do more deals with less leads. In the Painless Flipping Academy, as you check it out in the link below, we give you amazing things that are going to help you in order to grow your wholesaling business. Like I said, you're going to get free gifts, and it's actually risk-free to give it a shot. So don't have to go there right now, but after the video, make sure to click on the link and check out what we're giving people to help them do more deals. And I'm telling you that the knowledge that's inside the academy is crazy. It's over 4,000 deals combined where you're going to be able to learn everything that I've been able to learn on my journey, and also the combined knowledge of Brad Chandler, Nathan Valley, and a bunch of different experts in there. Now let's dive into the nuts and bolts of wholesaling and making deals happen. Securing the deal is what we're going to go over next, and the strategies for negotiating with sellers and how to craft the offer that gets accepted. So one of the main strategies I like to do when I'm negotiating with sellers is I like to tell them the options that they have to sell their home, so they know that I'm not just trying to put them into a corner and make them sell their house to me. That's just not how it works. No one's going to just sell their house to you at a discount. There has to be motivation. You have to find out why they would sell. So for example, if someone's going to sell their house for cash, it's most likely because they need to sell it conveniently, they need to sell it fast, and they're motivated. They have some reason that they need to get rid of it. They don't want to have to wait. So let me give you an example of a story where I wholesaled the deal for over $50,000, and the guy that I wholesaled the deal to ended up making $160,000 on the flip. So what ended up happening is I was talking to a guy from Colorado, and he had this $1 million mansion that he was renting out, and he ended up renting it out to a really scary guy, a bodybuilder. He had tattoos. He was just a mean looking dude. And the guy at first, when he rented it out to the bodybuilder, he was nice. You know, the guy, they had no problems, but they got into a little fight. They got in a little disagreement. They used to go to the same church, but now the guy stopped going, so it got kind of weird. And he didn't want to have to deal with the tenant anymore. And the house needed a lot of work. So what he said to me, he said, hey man, can you just take care of this thing? I'll sell it to you. I don't want to have to deal with the tenant. I don't want to have to deal with the repairs. If you can buy it for cash, it's yours. So then I said, hey, look, I'm going to have to take care of the tenant. He doesn't want to move. I'm going to have to ask him to leave. Plus it needs a lot of work. Look, if you just sold this thing on the market, you're going to make way more money. But if you sell it to me, I got to buy it. I got to repair it. And then I got to also cover my costs. I got to flip it. I got to wait all this time. If I do that, I'm going to be a lot lower. And he said, look, that's totally cool. I get it. I just want it done. So I said, okay, I can do $750. We ended up wholesaling the house to another buyer for $800,000. So it was a $50K spread. It might have been a little bit more than that. And then they ended up flipping it for $950 or $1 million plus. I can't remember the exact numbers, but that's just how it went. So that's exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for those type of situations. And in that situation, I told the seller, like I do with all sellers, their options, so they know that I have their best interest in mind, because I do. I don't want to do a deal with someone if it doesn't meet their needs. So anyway, just so you know, that's how one of my favorite ways to negotiate deals with sellers. So that brings us to the importance of contracts. You got to understand the legal framework and how to draft a contract that protects and facilitates a smooth transfer to your buyer. So where do you find those contracts? Well, inside my Painless Flipping Academy, we hook you up with the contract that I've used that's battle tested and battle proof. Or you can go to an investor friendly title company. You can go to some RIAs and you can ask some people for their contracts. I'm sure someone will hook you up. But if you want the one I use, just have to join the academy and we got your back. So the next thing you have to do after the contracts is you got to find a buyer. That's what most people teach. I actually teach that you should probably find your buyers first. You should always be networking. And for this deal that I'm talking about in Denver, we actually knew the buyer way before we even did this deal. So it was really easy because we just reached out to a couple people in the area we knew. And our guy said, yeah, I would like to buy. I can handle that. So we already were able to wholesale it. And that's what I recommend. When you're brand new, I don't recommend you just finding a deal, locking it up, not knowing who you're going to sell it to and wasting everybody's time. You should be networking, talking with agents, wholesalers. You should be talking with cash buyers. There's a lot of different ways to find cash buyers, but you've got to find a way to be able to have those relationships with people before you get them under contract so you're not wasting people's time. So I got to ask you, are you ready to dive deeper and start making moves in wholesaling? Join me at the Painless Flipping Academy. It's not just a course. I'm telling you, it's a comprehensive resource packed with tools, strategies, and the best free gift ever from my experiences of doing over 4,000 real estate deals plus. Click the first link below in the description to get your free gift and start building the life and the business of your dreams. Don't wait around. I'm telling you, your future in real estate starts today. Thanks for watching, and remember everybody that the journey begins with the simple steps. And today you've taken one of those crucial steps by watching this video to learn about how to get into real estate and how to actually do it effectively. So keep learning and keep growing, and I promise you that you're going to see success if you don't give up. Check out the videos on my channel for more insights and strategies. Until next time, stay motivated and keep taking action, and let's make some money wholesaling real estate together. Hey everybody, what's up? It's Nathan Payne, and for the first time ever, we just released this insane training bundle that has literally everything that I've learned from doing a combined 4,000 deals in real estate, all from starting with absolutely no previous business background experience or any real estate experience. Plus, there's over $19,000 worth of free gifts that we're throwing in, all for an insanely low price. If you want to get your hands on this, be sure to click the first link on the description below right now.